VMobile is a CRM application built on the IBM Notes platform for IBM email users and IBM Notes calendar users, as well as Outlook email and Outlook calendar users. Okay, so right from VMobile, if I wanted to, first let's look for my good buddy Jacob. If I wanted to send Jacob an email, I can send him an email, and it will go out. If I'm an Outlook user, it'll go out through Outlook. If I'm an IBM Notes user, it'll go out through IBM Notes. If somebody emails me back, whether I'm on the Outlook email system or the IBM Notes system, I have the ability to bring that email in and associate it with my contact, so that in one central location, if somebody were to look up Jacob and they have the rights to see Jacob and the stuff associated with Jacob, like opportunities, emails, activities, etc., they will find it in one central location. This is a collaborative application. Okay. Also, I have the ability to schedule activities. It can be calls, meetings, to-dos, trade shows. You control what types you can keep track of. And when you schedule an activity, those activities show up in the public collaborative calendar of VMobile. You have a personal calendar within VMobile. This is the personal calendar. And these activities will also show up in your Notes calendar. And if you're using Outlook, it'll show up in your Outlook calendar. Okay. Also, let's look at a contact form. So the main idea, again, is to keep track of everything that happens with your relationships. Okay, you can, in this top section, who is this person, what social media sites do they use, and you can connect with them and collaborate with them via these social media sites, and you can choose from various sites. You can group contacts together so that if you wanted to add Jacob to maybe he's a distributor, there is actually a view within the system, contacts by group, and now I just went to that view and I can actually send all these contacts a broadcast email. Maybe there's a email campaign that is specific to distributors. Okay, and there's actually a feature in here where I can send a broadcast email to a group, and everybody will get that. It'll be a personalized email, and you can choose from the templates that exist, and it'll go out to everyone in the group that you selected. Okay. So there's email and calendar integration. There is the ability to keep track of all of the activities and quantify them. In this case, it's called a call report, but it's really an activity report. So you can see activity by user, weekly, monthly, annual. Let's try the annual report. And you can, so we have 2 users of this database, and we can see that Joe Singer worked with these companies, and on these dates had specific activities. And if I wanted to get more general, more specific information, I can double click on these activities and get to the activity form. Okay. So there is various ways of managing activities within these views. These are opened activities, and you can see. If I come in on a Monday morning, I go right to my name and I say, okay, these are the things that I have for this coming week. I can also manage my forecast. So if I wanted to look at the first quarter of 2014, I can see some stuff that this is what I'm working on. I can see that Jamie is working on something, and I can see that Joe Henderson is working on something, and I could double click and open up and get some more information about this opportunity. I could see what activities are associated with this specific opportunity. So if I am doing a sales pipeline review, and this is a $200,000 deal, I could see where we are in the sales cycle, what sales cycle type it is, the probability of the close by the end of the month, and I can also see if the proposal's here as an attachment. I can see if there are specific activities specific to this opportunity. I could also see if there were emails going around that may shed some light on this opportunity. Okay. There's also the ability, if I'm back on Jacob, now I showed you Jacob's contact form. You can see if I go to the company that Jacob is associated with, I can see the other people. So this is the company that Jacob works for. If I put it into edit mode, these are the fields on the company form. But I can see that there are 3 contacts associated with this company, and Jacob's one of them. And Karen and Sarah Beth are the other 2. So the difference between the contact form and the company form is if I wanted to do a general account review on Aardvark LLC, I can see all of the contacts. I can see the activities that are specific to these 3 contacts who are associated with this company. I can see the opportunities that are being worked on for these 3 contacts that are associated with this company. And I can also see the notes, emails, and correspondence that not only Jacob, but Sarah Beth and others have received. Okay, so real easy. If you're doing an opportunity review, you can open up a specific opportunity and see everything that's going on with that specific opportunity. If you're doing an account review, you go to the account form and you can see everything associated with that account. And if you wanted to simply just look at on the contact level, you can do that as well. There are mass mailing tools. I already touched upon one, like a broadcast email. There's the ability to do mail merges. There are some group functionalities where you can add selected contacts to a specific group and do a bunch of things with them. Real easy to do very sophisticated reporting. You can export that report directly to an Excel spreadsheet, or you can create a nice quick view to do some stuff. And you can save your searches as well. So in this case, I'm going to load a search that I've already created. And this is also an example of collaboration. If you have somebody who's really good at creating queries, so you can leverage their work. So in this case, I'm going to find all of the contacts that are in the state of New York, and I'm going to run this query. Very simple. I mean, these can be compound searches. So here's all my contacts in the state of New York, and from here now, I could quickly add them to a specific group. I could use some mass utilities that we have, like maybe this is wrong information and they're not really in New York, but they're in New Jersey, and you can right from using the mass utilities. You can change that information. You can realign territories by setting manager and access. That's another thing about the system, is that security is incredibly robust. Okay, so within the VMobile application, you have the ability to manage your contacts and everything associated with those contacts. You can link those contacts with companies. You can manage your opportunities and forecasts. You can manage the activities that you have with the relationships that you are working with. You can see history, anything that you've done in the past by company or by the actual user of the system. Okay, and there are quite a bit of tools for collaborating with other users of the system. For example, if let's say you needed some players on the corporate softball team. And I just updated my status a few minutes ago saying I'm looking for some players, and whoever is following me will see that, and they can respond and update their status and say I'm in, or you could update your status saying does anyone know PowerPoint? Does anyone know how to use PowerPoint? So very useful to collaborate not only with the people outside of the organization, but to collaborate with your coworkers. VMobile is incredibly feature-rich, and I'm really just touching the surface. The best thing to do is to get a full online demonstration from a Vigilus representative. There is one more thing I want to show. This is on your desktop, but if you wanted to use your mobile device, this is what it looks like if you were using an iPhone, iPad, BlackBerry, or Android device. And it works very much the same as what I just showed you. If I wanted to look at my companies and go to a specific company, and I could see, this is the company form, just like I just showed you before, I could see that there are 4 contacts associated with this company. Of the 4 contacts, there are 5 activities, 2 opportunities, 9 pieces of email, notes, mail merges, broadcast emails, etc. I could, if I wanted to get to a specific contact, I can go to Captain America. I can email him right from here. I can edit his contact form if I have the rights to. I could schedule activities or view other activities that are already pending. I could look at opportunities, notes. So basically, and whatever I enter on the mobile side on my phone or iPad or Android device will show up on the notes side and vice versa. Whatever I add here in terms of editing, creating activities, opportunities, emails, etc., will be reflected on the mobile side. Like I said, for more information, the best thing to do is to get a full demonstration from a Vigilus representative. Thank you very much.